Hello, folks. This is Gamer Dude Tech Dude, or known as TGM Voyager, or known as One-Eyed Gamer Dude 2K. Excuse me, but that's on my Twitch channel. Yes, sir, I have, or yes, people, not yes, sir. Yes, people, I have a Twitch channel. It is One-Eyed Gamer Dude 2K. That's spelled O-N-E-E-Y-E-D. I already forgot how to spell. One-Eyed Gamer Dude 2K. There's a story behind it. If you read my profile on the Twitch channel, you'll know why I call myself the One-Eyed Gamer Dude. On my YouTube channel, I'm known as Gamer Dude, Tech Dude, because that's what we do here. We talk about all things tech. We do gaming, live stream gaming, live walking outside streams, and tech talk show, and all that good stuff, all the fun stuff. So now there's the introduction, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you know when I go live you will be notified. So welcome, folks. Welcome to my channel. I haven't done a video in a little while, so hopefully I can shed some light. I have a couple tips. If you own OBS and you're a YouTube streamer and you have an Elgato stream deck, which I just got, and I love it, by the way. It is the best thing that could ever happen to me. Yes, it's the best thing that could ever happen to me. Did I say that it's the best thing that could ever happen to me? Yes, I think I did. So, yeah, anyways, let's just jump right into it. I feel that this is a video that needs to get put out there. I don't know if it has. I haven't searched for it. Bad me. My bad. Sorry, but I'm not much of a searcher. So whether or not you're new, whether or you're an expert, you're advanced, you're a pro, and you whatever that may be, I'm still going to do this video because I want to. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to be funny. Not a comedian, no. My bad. All right, so let's jump right into it. Have you ever wondered? OBS is such a great program. You know, it does everything that you want it to do, and it's fun to work with. It's fun to work with your Elgato Stream Deck and get everything all working and just proper. You know, but then you run into one of those little, stopping blocks, a stop sign, and you're just like, gosh darn it, I wish I knew what I did wrong, son. Well, that's why I'm here. I'm going to tell you a little tip. Actually, it's a kind of like a few little tips all in one, show. It's kind of like going to a buffet, get all you can eat, and you get everything all at once. Only this is not food. Okay, anyways. What I'm going to talk about is you have multiple streams, okay? Say like you got Twitch, you've got YouTube, you've got TikTok, you've got Twitter, you've got this, you've got that, and you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cameras. And you ever ran into that problem where you forgot to check to see if you can use the same cameras in the same scene, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work? But it took you that moment that you were trying to figure out, and you're like bleep, blah, 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 bleep, 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 and you're getting all mad, you're getting to the rage, and you're like, God damn it, Stevie Ray, and you're just like, what the, So anyways, that's why I'm here. Because I ran into the same thing today, actually. So I have multiple profiles. I have multiple scenes. I have this and that, cameras, blah, 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 blah. I ran into a problem today that I wanted to share with you, and I don't know if this has already been talked about or it's already been discussed, but right now, the only gripe that I have for OBS is I want to be able to show you these things. I want to be able to show you my desktop without having mirror images of everything. So that's going to be my next big project. So right now, I'm going to do my best to explain to you in detail, word for word, and what you need to do. Okay. So we're just going to use this as an example. Okay. This is just an example only. So here you see my Stream Deck, and actually, let's make it better. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this the better way. So what I want to do. Okay, why is it working? M2. Okay, there we go. Now you can just see that I'm having fun with the Stream Deck. I just like pushing these buttons. It's just, it's fun. Anyways, so here you have your OBS, and I really want to share the screen with an OBS, but I guess, well, this will have to work for now. Okay. All right. So let's get right into it. Let's cut all this BS out. Okay. So here is the dilemma. You have two scenes. I'm just going to use these as an example. You have a Twitch scene and you got a YouTube scene. And you have two cameras. You got a face cam and you got a front forward cam. It's basically, really it's a face cam and a back cam facing towards like what you see right here, all this stuff. Okay. You have two sources in each scene, both cam 1 and cam 2. Okay. This one down here that you see my face, this is cam 1, and this here is what you see here is cam 2. Okay, so I'm just using this as an example. So the issue that I had was when I would switch from Twitch to YouTube, like I am right now, and I would turn on my cam 1 and cam 2, but I wasn't getting any picture. To get a picture at all. In fact, it took me some time to figure this out. And I was just like, well, wait a minute. It took me like 10, 15 minutes to really sit down and really think about this. And all of a sudden, it dinged in my head. And I was just like, well, wait a minute. If I can't use a source on a different scene, then there's got to be a conflict. And what was happening was either I was getting weird looking colored video, or sometimes the video wasn't working at all. And the only conclusion I could think of was, well, when I was looking at my cameras were still on. Even though I was switching the scene and shutting it completely down, both cams were still on. So the first thing that came to my mind was, well, wait a minute. What if the other scene is conflicting with the scene that I'm trying to use, the same cameras? If the cams aren't going to be used within the scene, then, of course, there's going to be a conflict, right? Right. So, just for shits and giggles, I went to my Twitch scene, and I deactivated both the cams. Because apparently I don't know how to read, right? And we'll get into that. So when I disabled it, when I deactivated both cams and I went back to the YouTube scene that I had, I turned on my cams and they both came on. So that, boom, answered my question. Boom, fixed it. I was all happy. I was like, yes. But then, because I'm new to OBS, and I'm still learning all the phases, I just got all this equipment. And what I thought of was, well, what can I do? This is something I could do automatically. And this is where not paying attention reading thing comes in. Because, folks, whenever you use this shit, make sure you read the fine print and read everything. It really helps. And what I'm talking about is when you right click, so you go to your scene, you got your video capture device. Okay. So as you can see, I have cam 1, cam 2, cam 3. Okay. And that's just what I named it. Yours may be different. So what you want to do is you want to right click and go to properties. Now this is your bread and butter, folks, because this right here, this will fix all of your problems. So all you got to do is check mark, deactivate when not showing. That's the key. That's the ticket right there. Deactivate when not showing. So basically, if I was to switch a scene, go to a different scene, totally go to a different scene, but that turned on, what initially is going to happen when I go to my other scene and turn, it's going to automatically shut both of my cams off. That's right. Both cam 1 and cam 2, or how many capture devices I have, how many cameras I have, it's going to shut them down. And when I go to my other scene, it's going to turn those ones on. That fixed everything. So that right there was a big, huge, not so stressed kind of situation. Because I was dropping every single F-bomb, every single rage, every single madness. I was breaking out with everything you could think of, firepower and you know, and some things you just don't want to say on the stream because people are watching. But no, I'm just kidding. You know, like stabbing my computer with a plastic knife. Well, anyways, so that right there, that took care of my, that right there took care of the number one issue. Being able to switch to different streams, and at the same time enabling the other scenes with the sources and loading up my cameras, which worked perfectly fine. So I got that all taken care of. That was the biggest issue right there. That was a huge, humongous. That was a huge issue that I was having. So we fixed that. That was completely taken care of. Issue number 2. This is tip number 2. Sorry, I hit my camera. When I was switching to scenes, from scene Twitch to YouTube, say like right now I'm in YouTube for an example. I'm using this as an example. I'm in YouTube right now, and on my Elgato Stream Deck, when I go back to my Twitch, I would turn on my cams. I have a button, which we'll get into. I have a multiple action button. So when I hit that button, for an example, go live, it'll turn everything on. It'll turn on cams, picture, my beautiful face, because we all know it's very pretty. And so, you know, you hit one button and it turns everything on. Okay. So that right there was another issue I was having, because what was happening when I would go live, on my Twitch, and I would hit the button, even though that I had everything on the YouTube, I wasn't getting any kind of a screen. And I was just like, well, wait a minute. Nothing is showing on it. Nothing's popping up. My cam was on, both of them. Everything on my Stream Deck was turned on, but I wasn't seeing anything. So I said to myself, well, that's weird. How do I fix this? So I'm looking at my scenes, and again, I had this as an example, Twitch, YouTube, and I was trying to go to Twitch, but I noticed that the cursor or the highlight was still on YouTube. I go, oh, I manually have to click on the other scene. At this point was Twitch, and voila, everything popped up. Everything showed up. I was like, awesome. So then I started thinking, well, what if this is where tip number 3 is going to come in. What if I wanted to automatically switch the scene whenever I hit my Elgato button? So I then proceeded to go into, if you can see this here, this is your Stream Deck software. Okay. And underneath OBS, right underneath it, there's a button that says Scene. So what I ended up doing is I ended up taking this scene and then dragging it over here. And then I clicked on it, and then I called it, as an example, I called it YouTube, and I selected the scene that I wanted to use, and at this point was YouTube. Okay. So to test that theory, the button that I just created, I clicked on the YouTube button, bam, it automatically went down. All my videos were showing, and my layout, my layers, everything were showing. I was like, awesome. But then I was like, I wanted to take it further. This is another tip. What if I wanted to automatically do it? What if I didn't want to press that little button? Because we all know, don't touch my buttons. Okay, but bad joke. Because I wanted to take it further. I wanted it all to be automatic. When I hit a button, I wanted it to take it to a whole new level. That was my goal. So I started thinking about it, and which is now going to transition to another tip. This is what's called, bring this back up. This is what's called and this is a little confusing because it's down a little further in the software. Okay. It's called multi-action switch. Okay. Now let me explain this to you. And I'm going to show you an example. Like for YouTube, I'm using the YouTube button right here, and here's a go live. I made a button called go live. Okay. And here, you notice these numbers, 1 and 2. Let me see if I can show it to you. These numbers right here, 1 and 2, is basically your on and off. Okay. So basically, when I hit the go live button, it's going to turn this button on. It's going to turn that cam on, this cam on, and my background or whatever I have selected. And that's if I want to do the one button process. Okay. So then I took, if you notice here, here's the scene that I just added. Remember, that's what this is. That's what this switch is. See the switch? I added it in here. I called it OBS Studio Scene. That's what I called it. And because I didn't know what else to call it. Well, that's actually the name of the, well, yeah. So I just called it, I called it YouTube. I didn't need to put it in the off switch because all I'm doing is switching between the two scenes with a button. So all I really needed to do was just add it in here. Now I can't really demonstrate it to you professionally like I want to, which is an issue I'm going to have to work on. How can I easily show you guys without seeing this in the background? Because it might be hard for you guys to see. I'm not sure. Hopefully it is. Or hopefully it isn't giving you too much of an issue. But now every time that I hit my go live button, it's automatically going to switch to the scene, Twitch and YouTube. So that's how you create a multi-action switch. Now, multi-action switches are really nice for one thing, to do everything on one click. But I also have other stuff down here that is not in here. And this is basically just made for like a quick setup. If I want to do a quick stream and I don't really want to hit all these buttons down there, and I just want to do something fast and quick, I could get right to it. I could just, get the go live. And the cool thing about it is, if I really wanted to take it further, I can add this one here, which is my stream button, and I can drop it in here. So when I click this, it's going to turn the stream on. It's going to turn my cams on. Basically, it's going to turn everything on with one click of a button. But I was just like, I really don't need to do that. I mean, maybe in the future, but there are some things I'd like to have down in here just to have total control. Like, for an example, my microphone and my desktop sound. If I wanted to, I mean, I could add those in there too, but I was just like, I mean, I could just shut those off just by hitting the button. Because if you notice, if you go back here, I have both the mic and the desktop audio right here. So I can mute, just by clicking on the button. This here will mute my microphone, and this over here will mute my desktop. So, I mean, you can set this up either way you want it. I'm sure as I move along and as I get further into this, I'm sure that I'm going to, of course, there's going to be some more organization. So, and the cool thing, nobody's paying me to do this. I mean, I bought all this equipment with my own money. Everything that I'm showing you is basically what I've learned on my own. I'm just going to tell you, I love this Elgato Stream Deck. It's the best thing that I could have got. It was an answer to all my needs, really. And I actually added some websites. So if I just push, if I want to go to my Twitch channel, I just hit boom. Or if I want to go to my YouTube channel, boom. I mean, how cool is that, folks? I even added my apps. And at this point, I added OBS. And then I added the game that I stream, which is Battlefield 2042. I added voice mod, which, by the way, is a cool thing if you want to add voice to your streams and stuff like that. And then NVIDIA broadcast software. I'll get into that later, what that is. And DaVinci, which is my that's my editor that I use to edit my videos. So, and this may change, I mean, I'll probably eventually, but as this is all a learning experience for me. That's what I'm doing right now. So, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now that the Stream Deck is total badass. I mean, if you get something, if you don't want to get yourself a Stream Deck Elgato, they retail for about $249. Get yourself something. There's other things that you could use out there. There's Portal. I forgot the name of it. It's Deck Portal or Portal Deck or something out there. There's a lot of software out there that you can buy and you can put on your Android device or any device, and it works pretty much the same way. It's just that Elgato is built right into OBS via plugin, so it just kind of makes it a lot easier. But you can do the same things with other third-party software that's out there, and you can put it like on a 10-inch tablet, you put it on your phone, and stuff like that, which I did before getting the Stream Deck. So, hands down, the Stream Deck is 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. I mean, so far it's done everything that I've wanted to do, and it's done everything to make things a hell of a lot easier. It's just, it's hands down. I can't say much, good. I mean, it's just, I'm lost for words because it's such a badass tool. I'm going to tell you that right now. It really is. I love the Stream Deck. It does everything, man. It's just total badass. So yeah, that's it's pretty much So, but you see what it did there. I mean, if I'm just doing a click of a button, I can, bring up any screen that I want. It's just really super cool, And I hope that these tips, hope somebody finds them useful. I do have a lot of tips and things I want to show. What I'm looking for, and maybe chat, maybe you have a comment, you can leave comments down below. I'm looking for an easy way to share my desktop without having all these mirrors and everything. I just want to share my desktop with you guys, or I want to share a specific program. I want to be able to show you like this without having to look through a camera. I want to like show you the app that I'm actually using and what I did to combat and how to do all this stuff and how to fix all this stuff. Because as it stands right now, if I go to display, this is what it does. And it's like, I'm sorry, but this is not going to work. Where is the program that I want? Like, I can bring this up, and you're going to get multiple duplicates of 4, 5, 16, 20 different screens. I wish there was an easier way. Now, what I'm going to do right now, and I know it's not going to, because I'm going to go to my stream. I'm going to go to my stream, okay? Go to my stream. I'm going to go back. And I want to see what I'm doing. Okay. And again, I'm seeing multiple screens. Multiple screens. And again, I don't like this. I don't like seeing And I know if I'm seeing this, you guys are seeing the same thing. I don't want to see freaking 20 screens. So we're done with that. Okay. We're going to be done with that. And if I, you know, this down. And if I throw, let's see, why isn't this, why? So if I want to, and so far, the only thing that I can do, which by the way, for some reason it's not working, I have no idea why. It was working before. But with the display off. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Shouldn't go to window. That's too freaking weird. That is too freaking weird. See, there's too many problems with this thing. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to share my desktop or my browser, rather. I should be able to go here, and go here. For some reason, it's red. Okay, there we go. Now it's showing. See, this is what I'm looking at now. This is what I want to do with apps. I don't want to see 15, 20 mirrors of the same app that I have loaded. It's just, yeah, that's just too tacky. Too tacky for me. I mean, I should be able to, it doesn't make any sense because I should be able to go here and select the window that I want. But obviously, I can't select the Stream Deck. I have to go turn that off, and then I have to go here and look at multiple screens. Multiple screens. See what I'm saying? It's just, I don't want to see 15 or 20 of the same screens. I just want to see one screen of my desktop, not 50. Yeah, I'm going to have to work with that. So that's an issue that I'm having in itself. That's definitely an issue that I'm having in itself because I don't want to see 50 screens. So I'm going to have to work with that. So anyways, before I forget, don't forget to hit the subscribe, the like, and the bell notification icon, just like what you see here. Subscribe, thumbs up, and hit the bell notification. So when I go live, you'll be notified. And let's do that again because it's fun. So, but yeah, anyways, those are my tips, not pro tips, because I'm not a pro. No, by no means, I'm not a pro at all, by any means. So, again, this channel is going to be for doing all things tech, as you can see up there. All things tech, gaming, plus live streaming. What I mean by that is doing stuff like this. Or I'm also going to be doing some live outdoor streams on here as well. And talk show, which we're going to discuss about things that I do live streams about. Could be tech talk or gaming, of course. You know, basically technology, gaming, and live streams and stuff like that. But that's what this channel is going to be all about. Also, it's going to be my main backup channel because I am going to do a test run of streaming a game on YouTube. And so be on the lookout for that. because this is going to be my backup, because there's been a lot of rumors and stuff going on with Twitch. I don't really want to go into detail because that's a whole other different topic. So I really don't want to discuss that. We'll discuss that at another time. So yeah, there you have it. So these are your tips for running OBS, YouTube, and Elgato. So be sure to, if you like this video, hit the like button. I really would appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, again, please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button and the bell notification icon. Make sure you go to all when you hit the bell notification icon. So when I do go live, you'll be notified. It'll send you a notification when I'm about to go live if I have a scheduled stream coming. So that's very important. So make sure you do all three of those things. So, anyways, this is just going to about do it for now. I wanted to get this out there because I felt it was important to me, and I hope it was important to you as it was for me. Whether you're a pro or an amateur, or you're new to OBS and all this stuff, because I am by no means an expert at this stuff, and I do like talking about this stuff, and I do like sharing my knowledge with the community. That's what I'm here for. So, anyways, don't forget to check out my Twitch channel. My name is One-Eyed Gamer Dude 2K. That is my name. Let me see if I can actually. How can I? Anyways, I will leave a link in the discussion below to my Twitch channel. You can check it out. I'll have to add a little flying logo or something that has my Twitch username in there. But yeah, so be sure to check me out. I do go live between 12 and 2 o'clock, 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which might change now that I'm getting my YouTube channel fixed up and slowly getting there. I am new. I'm always looking for tips, always looking for suggestions. If something doesn't look right, doesn't sound right, you have a question or comment or suggestion, please do so. All I ask, and I ask this for anything that I do, don't be a dick. That's all I ask. I do have a Discord channel. Again, I will leave that in my show notes. I have a Twitter, all that stuff, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. But I mainly use, and Facebook, but I mainly use Discord. My three things I do use the most is my Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. So there you have it, folks. I will leave a couple links down there below, and whatever other information you can find. I will also leave a link in the description. Well, you don't really need a link for Stream Deck Elgato. You already know where to get it. Amazon, type in Stream Deck XL, and it will bring it up. They also have miniature versions too. You don't have to get the biggest one because they have other models that have less buttons. Okay, folks. Until next time, I am going to figure out how I can stream my desktop easily and effectively, so I can show you programs without showing you a mirror like this. Because these days and ages, we don't need to see the same pretty face 30 times. Anyways, enough of the goofing off and playing around and playing and touching my own buttons. Anyways, folks, hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day. morning, night, evening, wherever you are throughout the world. And you all have a good one. Take care of yourselves. And yes, take care. And we'll see you on the flip side. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel, like, and hit the bell notification icon so you'll be notified. All right, guys, take care. And see you soon. This is Gamer Dude, Tech Dude, aka One-Eyed Gamer Dude 2K. Peace out. See you soon.